MD Supplement Superstore, #1.
What would you suggest? Do you have a suggestion for delts?
Yeah, I had, believe it or not. Not only did I have weak legs, I had weak delts. So I like, man, I need to do something for my delts. So I decided that I was going to contribute a whole entire day to just working delts. And I was doing supersets, giant sets, back-to-back sets, and I worked real hard for a little over an hour each and every single week. And like I say, you know, when I worked hard, you know, I worked heavy, and that by me contributing that whole day to just bringing up my delts, I was able to bring them up too.
How often did you train them?
I trained them also twice a week.
Wow. Thank you, sir.
No problem. You know,
Roland, I want you to get back up on stage and do it some more because I had you picked. I had you.
The most important thing to me working out, you know, this is no joke, I kept a diary of every single thing that I did. I wrote down each and every single thing that I did. I still got it today, and it's in a real secure area, and it's locked on a lock and key, and I got it locked up. I wrote down each and every meal that I had. I wrote down how much I took in. I wrote down the number of carbs, the number of protein, and I did this each and every single day.
And a question, where are you from?
I'm from New York.
New York is the place to be.
How you doing, man? As you can tell, I have absolutely no shame. My question is, I also have a bit of a
I used to look like that too. Don't worry.
Beautiful.
Yeah, when I was about 5.
Little hope for me. You wearing your wife's outfit too?
Yeah. Back then I just had a girl.
My question is, I also have a bit of a body hair issue. What do you think is the best way to rid myself of all this body hair in the least painful way?
Yeah, well, I hate to say this, but I'm gonna be truthful and honest. Same way I was about the vegetable, but I use Nair.
Yeah.
You know, and Nair is what women use to shave, so
it smells like
I kind of stole that from them. Huh?
It smells like eggs, though. Doesn't it smell like raw eggs?
I like the way it smells. They got fragrances. I put it all over my face, my head, everything.
I was gonna go with the epilation.
This is the absolute truth. I'm not just joking. I use Nair. And it wasn't my wife. It was mine.
Yeah.
I bought it myself.
Okay, one last question.
I wouldn't even shame.
What, as you can tell, I want to be able to remove this in public, but I don't have the glutes to really rock that look. What do you think would be a good glute workout? Or just a glute exercise?
You got to do squats. I did squats each and every single workout, and I did them twice a week. And I didn't just do like, you know, lightweight squat. I went heavy. I did hacks. I did front, and I did just regular squat. But I think the most important exercise that I did, you know, and I did it all the time, I did it every single week, was walking lunges. And I walked for about 100 yards out in the parking lot. Even when it was snowing outside, I did walking lunges. I almost hurt myself, but you know,
walking lunges.
Walking lunges. I did every single week.
I appreciate
every week.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Excellent job. How are we doing on time, guys?
We got plenty of time.
Plenty of time. Any more questions for Ronnie or Sean?
Sean time.
Sean time. Sean, what's your next show? Huh?
It's been the big question. Ronnie told me to sit and wait for the Olympics.
I was going to ask. Hi.
I have a question. Actually, more of a statement first. I'm a big fan of the Body Coaches page, so thank you for all the motivation and tips you put on there. And just getting into the sport now, so wanted to ask 2 things. First, if there's anything that beginners should avoid, mistakes to make, and also what's the most important thing to keep in mind when getting into the sport?
Okay, the most important thing, I'm gonna say one more to go. The most important thing for beginners is a personal trainer. Believe it or not, I know everybody can't afford it. I know it's real expensive, but it's real simple. I mean, I hate to say it, but knowledge is power. The more you have, the better you're going to be. We're very fortunate in the fact that we work ourselves real hard. But I try to tell people that bodybuilding, it looks like it's an individual sport. It's not. I had nutritionists, I had trainers, I had people do my laundry. I had a cook. I had people to wash my car.
It's a team.
It's a team sport, And the more knowledge you got, the more ass you're gonna be able to kick. It's plain and simple, I always had a nutritionist, I always had a trainer, and getting into the sport, I try people each and every single day. I wouldn't be where I am if it wasn't for Brian Dobson. He taught me how to pose, taught me how to diet, he taught me how to train as a bodybuilder, because I'm from a powerlifting background. He taught me how to train as a bodybuilder. He taught me how to sleep properly and dress properly. And, he taught me how to
dress
supplementation.
Dress properly.
He taught me how to dress properly in the gym while I'm working out. He taught me everything I know. But the most important thing that he taught me is I could be a world champion if I put my mind to it. I was 100% dedicated.
More questions.
All right, let's get down to more questions.
Personal trainer.
Have you ever eaten an entire pizza in one sitting?
Yeah, and it was the worst thing I ever done in my life. It was the Arnold Classic, it was 2001, and I just won. I had just been dieting for about 6 months straight because I went to Olympia, and Mr. Lorman taught me doing the Arnold Classic, but they give away a Hummer. Yeah. So I had that much longer, that I wasn't able to eat pizza. Pizza is my #1 food when I'm dieting. I only eat it, after I died because I worked for Domino's Pizza for 2 years.
You did?
And I ate pizza every single day when I worked there.
Is that the trick to getting strong? You must. Is that part of the trick to becoming very strong? You eat pizza every day?
That's part of the trick.
And then eventually you just lose your mind. You're like, I can't take it anymore.
That's part of the trick not to become.
You ever rip your shirt off like the Hulk? Like, just go crazy.
Yeah, I actually did that about a month ago when I was guest posing at the Masters Olympia. All the thing is the shirt didn't rip, so that's another story in itself. But I ate a whole pizza, and the rest of the night I was kind of like sitting on the toilet.
You ever bench press women on either arm?
Yeah, I've done that too. Yeah. I've bench pressed women, one in each hand. No problem. Lightweight. You feel but a peanut. I mean, I can do 200-pound dumbbells for 12 reps. I mean, so 110-pound woman ain't no challenge at all.
Do you feel confident you could beat up anybody in this expo?
Even in 200.
Do you think you could take anyone here?
I think I can take anybody here, any day, anytime, anywhere, any place.
All right. What a guy.
Yeah, buddy.
Thank you.
We agree, Ronnie.
Bring it on.
Are there any more questions? Come on up.
Hey Ronnie, it's great to see you.
Thanks for coming out.
Personally, I got to say, you're the most awesome bodybuilder I've ever known, and moved the sport in so many ways. So,
thank you.
My question is, what books and or websites do you recommend for people competing at amateur level?
You know what? I'm gonna be honest here. I ain't gonna sit back and say I read this book and I read that book, and I read this book and I read that book. In fact, really, I really don't like reading. I like looking at pictures. I'm just being honest. Reading is kind of like challenges your brain. And I did enough of that when I was in college. Like I said, I graduated with honors, and I read every single day, just about all night when I got out of football practice. So I'm a little bit tired of reading. So that's why I went out and hired me a personal trainer and a nutritionist. So I got all the train, all the, dieting tips, all the training tips that I needed because, I'm just really not into reading. Every now and then, okay, I'll pick up occasional magazine, get some tips, see what everybody else is doing. I'll try to pick up a good book or something like that, but not too often. Not often at all. Because I really don't like reading. I really don't.
Okay, one more quick question.
I read enough for Lifetime when I was in college.
Right, this is the last question.
Last question. All right, that for me or Sean?
You.
Thoughts?
How much cardio do you do to get really ripped, and how much is too much?
Okay. I learned a real valuable lesson on that. I was thinking about should I keep this short or long, but I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna make just a little long. Normally, when I get ready for a show, I try to diet about 12 weeks, average. Sometimes I do 10 weeks, sometimes I do 9 weeks. It all depends on how my off season is. So when I'm getting ready for the show, a lot of times, I don't do cardio in off season. So I have to get in it real slowly. My nutritionist will say, okay, let's do 30 minutes twice a day, about 5 days a week, just get warmed up, get ready, So that week goes by pretty easy, 30 minutes twice a day. So the next week, he said, okay, should be ready, so let's go ahead, kick it up, 45 minutes, twice a day. Starting to get hard now. Remember, I'm working full time, I'm doing workouts and all this kind of stuff. I got kids, So we kick it up. I say maybe about the fourth week. He'll say, okay, you've been doing 45 minutes long enough, should be ready. So let's go ahead and kick it up to an hour, twice a day. Here's where it started getting a little tricky. I'm doing an hour, and I'm not just doing the regular walk. I try to do at least 3.5 miles. That's good. That's a lot for a big guy who's 300 something pounds. I'm not walking real fast, but I'm walking fast enough to get in shape. I'm walking fast enough to get tired by the time I get about 45 minutes. So the last 15 minutes is the hardest 15 minutes in the world. So we're going along, everything going real good. I say about 8 weeks into it, I'm starting to look real good. I really don't know if I need to be doing 7 days a week or I need to be doing 5 days a week. So let's say I'll start doing about 7 days a week. About 9 weeks into it, I'm looking really good. So I'm thinking maybe I can back it off a little bit and maybe go 6 days a week. 10 weeks, thinking again, maybe I can back it off, go 5 days a week, hour a day, twice a day. So here, is when my nutritionist really comes into play, and he's looking at the pictures and everything that I've seen because he lives in another state, so I have to send him pictures because he's not there to look at me every single day. So we really have to judge, because it's coming down to the wire. And I'm not trying to lose too much weight because it's hard to do cardio and not burn just a little bit of muscle when you're in shape and get ready for a show. So you really just have to kind of like judge for yourself and try not to do too much cardio. Try to do enough where you want to be peaking by the time you get to the show. So what I'm trying to say is it's kind of hard to know exactly how much cardio you need to do. So I always try to caution on the side of error and not do too much. So I'll try to keep it around to like 5 days a week, an hour a day. And like I said, a couple times I did do too much and I burned too much muscle and I came to the show looking kind of small. For me, I was doing 7 days a week, hour, twice a day, and that was way too much. So you just basically gotta judge how your body looks and how you feel, just go from there. Hopefully I made that very vague.
I guess we're out of time, sadly, but please join me in thanking Sean and Ronnie for being with us, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank y'all for coming out.